The first case of novel coronavirus was reported in Wuhan, China in December 2019. Early cases were believed to be linked to a live animal market in Wuhan and have since been spreading from person to person. Shortly after, cases of the virus began to appear outside of China, and on January 20th, 2020, the first case of novel coronavirus was reported in the United States. On January 30th, the World Health Organization declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern.
More cases should be expected in other parts of China and possibly other countries.
Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses, named for their shape, protruding spikes that look like a crown or a corona. SARS and MERS are part of the coronavirus family, as well as viruses that cause the common cold. The 2019 novel coronavirus was officially named COVID-19 on February 11th by the World Health Organization. Suspected community spread was first reported in the United States on February 26th, with no known links to people who've traveled to Wuhan, China. WHO said on February 27th that COVID-19 has pandemic potential.
This virus does not respect borders.
COVID-19 can cause flu-like symptoms that range from mild to severe, including cough, fever, and shortness of breath. Since the infection can include symptoms similar to pneumonia, influenza, and the common cold, only a diagnostic test can confirm whether or not an individual is positive for the virus. Thousands of people have died around the world. The first deaths in the United States occurred on February 26th. There are trials underway for treatments, but vaccines are still in the development phase and likely more than a year away. CDC officials say that Americans should prepare for major disruptions to their daily routines. Recommendations to reduce the risk of infection include regular hand washing, covering mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, avoiding close contact with anyone showing signs of respiratory illness such as coughing and sneezing, avoiding touching your face, disinfecting frequently touched objects and surfaces, using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer if soap and water aren't available. If you're sick, stay home. If you're experiencing severe symptoms or worried that you've contracted the virus, call your doctor before going in.
Daily disruptions. Daily disruptions to our daily routines. Like, you can't wipe your butt. You can't wipe your butt.
There ain't no toilet paper, man.
There ain't no toilet paper, man. It's flying off the shelves.
Well, they keep saying, too, I keep hearing this key word, expect, we're going to have to make sacrifices. We're going to have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expect
sacrifice
the
your
unexpected.
liberties is what's about to happen.
So let me jump in here and say that this is me, Todd. We have Mr. Tarver and we have Mr. Mark, and we got this extra podcast that we're thinking about putting together. It's going to be known as the what I tried to call it last.
The Great Escape. I don't know.
The Great Escape. Yeah, it needs to be the Great Escape. It's going to be
venting.
What?
A little venting.
A little venting.
Conspiracy.
A little conspiracy theory stuff. A little prepper stuff. We haven't decided on a full name, so we're going to try this out. And if you guys like it, if it looks like it's being downloaded and liked, we will do this more often. We'll probably create our own channel. But today we are going to talk to you about the Wuhan.
The Wuhan.
The Wuhan. Wuhan flu. The Wuhan flu. Did you guys buy enough ass wipe this week?
I got plenty.
I couldn't get any, man.
So what are you going to do, man?
They were buying napkins.
Not having the raging shits or anything. So
I
don't know why I need it. But
my daughter, I've got a granddaughter, and her mom, my daughter, went today and bought paper towels so she could make freaking baby wipes.
Yeah.
Because you can't even find baby wipes.
People are buying baby wipes. Yeah. I mean,
you've got people right now. You've got people right now.
I have baby wipes that are 4 years old.
Do you have lots?
I don't remember. I should have a few boxes.
Dude, my daughter would probably buy some from you.
I keep some in my.
Let me go see what I got.
I'm serious, because she's making some out of paper towels.
That's rough.
I mean, if you're reasonable on the price,
I ain't gonna charge you nothing, man.
But
who knows? They might be trying out.
They might be. So let me throw this out there too, though. There's people. My wife and she told me there's people in the stores right now. Mass hysteria. They are buying
everything.
This is sad though. They're buying formula because it lasts longer than milk. There's mothers out there who need it to feed their freaking babies that can't get formula because people are buying it because it lasts longer than milk. People who don't freaking need it. You can live without milk, people. I have for the last 5 years.
There's powdered milk too.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Mass hysteria is taking over, man. Lines out the door. It's like going to Fight Club to try to get a roll of butt wipe.
It makes you want to just yell out your front door. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Exactly.
Well, for all the, we're America and you ain't gonna do all this stuff. They're begging for to be oppressed and martial law. And
Oh,
all
yeah.
this
It's
other
totally.
crap.
I mean, we're turning into Venezuela just like that. We're not even.
Begging for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Begging for it.
Yep.
Begging for it. Well, you seen some people on Facebook.
Oh, they're getting ugly.
Yeah, telling other people you need to stay at home. Like, I ain't sick.
Aren't they garden shipments, like garden Walmart trucks and stuff?
Oh,
Like
they
there's-
might. I mean,
Down in Georgia, I heard that there was one of the trucks got trying to get looted, and they had to call the police and stuff.
Oh, there's probably. What kills me is you got to think of this. And we're going to jump all over in this podcast, and that's okay. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, we just talking crap.
Yeah, we're just talking crap. That's all. But I was on Facebook yesterday. I think I called you irritated. I was like, I can't believe how far they're taking this. So what started as this flu, this virus, okay, it's really not that bad. Yeah, it can kill people, but you know what? There are flus and colds and stuff every year that kill people. And every year, because where I used to work, I used to have to go into some of these care facilities. And every year they put up signs on the door that says, hey, if you're coughing, if you got a runny nose, if you're showing symptoms, please stay out. Every single year. It should be no different this year. Yeah. But they have worked it up into this mass hysteria enough
who's worked it up? The media.
The media has worked it up. The left. And what it is they don't have to do much because they get you worked up a little bit. You start ripping stuff off the shelves, and we will eat our own.
Have you noticed this? I've seen 3 or 4 leftists. I've heard them either on the radio, because they always want to give these nuts fair play, or on TV where they talk about go visit these old people. They're alone. They're lonely, and they need. Have you heard that?
You're gonna kill them.
They're encouraging that. They want you to go in there. And
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna kill all these old people. The more the more dead people you get, the more panic you get.
Well, yeah, and I mean we're eating our own. So on Facebook, there's this rants and raves page or anything. I saw it all over Facebook, and people are saying, I mean, they got the people that have to go to work and maybe don't make it to the grocery store in time. And they don't get anything. They're on Facebook going, "You rich white people, you need," and these are white people themselves. Yeah. "You rich white people, you need to stay home. You need to quit buying this stuff. No one else can buy anything because you're rich. You don't have to work. You can go buy." And we're just turning on ourselves.
It took like 1 or 2, maybe 12 people buying all the toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
And then it makes you think, okay, well, I
need
need to buy it only because I'm not going to be able to find it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not necessarily trying to hoard it. You're just trying to get some of your own.
And it's insane because this isn't even that kind of flu.
No, this is,
it's not.
It's mild in comparison.
It's respiratory.
Yeah, it's a respiratory. You don't even, I don't know, man.
I think like 80% of the cases are mild cases.
Yeah.
They're only affecting, elderly people with respiratory conditions.
Right.
Really affecting. That's.
Yeah. I think I heard 80, same area will be asymptomatic. You'll get it. You'll never know it. You'll never have one sign, nothing. It's you won't ever know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing right now is we think it's bad now and we're jumping like that all over the place. We think it's bad now. Well, just wait. Just wait because they've just approved a new test for this, right?
Oh, geez.
So we have a lot of these tests now, and you're going to be able to drive through freaking Walmart and get tested. Isn't that what you were telling me or something?
Yeah.
And so as soon as they get that out, which is soon, probably in the next week or so, you're going to see it's going to go like this, and then all of a sudden it's going to skyrocket. And it's going to skyrocket, and people are going to panic again. And it's going to skyrocket because there's a lot more
people got coronavirus.
There's a lot more people carrying it that it's not even bothering them.
But what is it? So it used to be like you go in for a drug test, and I don't know if it's true or not, but there used to be a myth that if you ate poppy seeds or something, the poppy seeds would ding your drug test. So what's to say there's not something out there that would do that and say, "Oh, you got coronavirus"?
Oh yeah, I mean, you just don't know.
You don't know that. How good is this test?
Yeah,
and is this test just designed to be like?
Maybe it's designed to fuel it.
This is a conspiracy theory right here.
Maybe it's designed to fuel it.
Maybe every 16,
all the tests have corona on the swab.
Exactly. Maybe every 12th test already has it on there.
There you go.
Guess what? You got it. You got the 12th one.
It sucks to be you. Stay at home.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
This is absolutely.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it went from 0 to 60 in like a day. I mean, it is just it's crazy.
it's ridiculous.
Just when you think, okay, we've had like 3 days of this, it's gonna, okay, we can breathe. Now then, I'm looking at videos of people going to Walmart. People are lined up.
Yeah.
Lines going both directions,
Yeah. How
wrapped
many
around the
people-
store.
How many people are there? Like hundreds, probably.
Hundreds.
Right? But you can't go to an arena and watch a sports game.
But they're all
You can all be at Walmart at the same time.
standing out in the cold, coughing on each other.
I went to the grocery store today and I saw a cop in the parking lot, and I had to ask management. I'm like, "Are y'all expecting trouble?
What store was it?
What is he staying there, Swenson's?"
Oh, okay, because I know a cop that went to Winco really early this morning. What'd they say when you asked them that?
They said, we don't know. I'm like, you sure you don't know, or are you just saying that? But I was like, I didn't expect this in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, all right, let the cities go crazy and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I
I
go to
thought
the
people
store.
were smarter than this. I
it's-
honestly did, but I gave them too much credit.
Yep, fooled us.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's cleaned out.
It's every store.
A person, like a single person, can be smart, but people together, stupid.
Oh no, one panics, they all freaking panic. We're all a bunch of damn
Herd.
sheep.
Yeah.
Or it's like those Asian carp that when they hear a rumbling, one of them jumps out of the water, and next thing you know, people are
They're
getting
all
their
jumping
ass
out.
knocked out of boats because these fish are like jing, 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 jing. It's absolutely insane. It's so you were in our little group here. You were on this from the early on, man. You were on the Wuhan.
the Wuhan.
So tell us about the Wuhan. We just heard a little clip, but I don't like that lady. I like your story better.
Wuhan sounds like a Chinese dish or something.
Does it come from like
Wuhan.
the nasty ass animal market or something?
That's what they're saying. They have all these. China's a little crazy. They look strange.
Bush meat.
They have.
Bush
They'll
meat.
have chickens,
Ate a
live chickens,
Dog.
caged up with sitting on top of ferrets that are caged up, sitting on top of dogs that are caged up, and some fish over here. I mean, this is like, what you want? You point to it, and they take it out and kill it, and just spray blood everywhere, and
Spray blood everywhere.
all these animals with all these different diseases. They're saying it came from a bat because they eat bat soup, and I'm like, I don't know. That's quite the story. It's possible.
Well, it seems far fetched for us, but probably not that far fetched in China.
Oh man, it's a
They
petri
eat some
dish
weird
over there.
stuff over there.
Well, there's so many freaking people over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, piled up on top of each other. Now it's possible because there are diseases in the animal kingdom that they're waiting to jump to mankind, and when they do, it's going to be ugly. But they just happen to have a bio facility over there that tests these things and works with viruses,
And
all
that's
this
one
stuff.
of that's one of the theories that
Wuhan.
or the not theory, but it's a people believe that they created this virus
It's a
on
weapon.
purpose as a weapon, and it got out.
So, and
I
I
don't
heard
know that it got out. I mean, they had a lot of dissonance over there. You can kill up anybody
Oh, I
you
bet,
want right
yeah.
now and say Wuhan.
Yeah, and now,
Yeah, yeah.
there's now China's saying that the U.S. Army's at fault for it, and
Yeah,
I hear all
CIA.
kinds of stuff.
But
I
how
mean,
easy would it be? I mean, I heard it was
Just point
from,
fingers.
someone who worked at the lab. They're testing on animals. He was selling animals on cheap for some extra money. I heard that one.
Yeah, you'll hear anything. right
But I mean, if they built it as this weapon, and we're not saying that they did, but my gosh, what a way to bring down a country, right? What a way to
Yeah,
test
okay,
this right now.
That's the thing is it doesn't have to affect them like medically, like it doesn't have to, hurt them physically. It can. It's just the hysteria.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the stock markets are crashing.
Crashed everything.
I mean, things are going crazy because of this virus.
They shut
And it's
down
not-
March Madness.
It's not the virus is not really physically harming that many people,
yeah.
but it's the effect of everybody
Yeah.
that's harming
The
everything.
markets crashed. They shut down all kinds of stuff. You just got to throw it out there. They're shutting
all
schools.
the sports are done for.
Some states like Washington, the governor up in Washington banned gatherings of people, anything over 250 people.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened here in Idaho yet, but the superintendent of, I'll say, the Buell High School has stated they cannot have any gatherings there at the school, as far besides outside of school, like concert thing of over 250 freaking people.
So
Which,
what happens if you gather 250 people? SWAT team going to come through with nightsticks?
who knows?
Knocking you in the head?
Who the hell knows? But over at the Beale High School, we're going all over the place. Over at the Beale High School, that dude's in some trouble anyway. That's old superintendent.
Yeah.
So that means you can't have the meetings where people could show up and testify
that's
against.
perfect.
How
Perfect.
convenient.
How convenient! Maybe he's behind the Wuhan.
Yeah.
Well,
I
everybody's
know
using
like
it.
other
even
high
Hunter.
schools have probably said something similar.
He made a play for this.
Yeah, I'm sure he was all on board for it.
Yeah, all schools in California shut down.
They shut down schools in California. There's in
College,
Washington,
like
they're
the-
shut down for 6 weeks. College, those kids won't
Here,
go back till fall.
Colleges here are doing online classes. Online.
Yeah, and in fact, the schools, a lot of the local schools here on Monday are shut down because they're having a meeting to figure out what it's going to take to make them go online.
So, and here's the thing with that is, like I know some people that are doing like the paramedics program or the nursing program here at
They're
at
screwed.
college, and they have to physically do, they do like a group thing where they have to physically work on patients and do things like that of that nature, and they can't do that from an online class. I mean, you just can't.
Just in,
Just in.
first case of coronavirus confirmed in eastern Idaho. So a third case of coronavirus has just been confirmed in Idaho. Third case.
So we have
Driggs. It's in Driggs.
So that's pretty rural area too.
yeah.
So there's Blaine
Sorry.
County,
No,
That
you're
was
good.
pretty catchy. I just got that sent to me actually.
right? Blaine County was the second case up in
Yeah.
Haley Sun Valley area. or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
And then
Oh,
the first
yes,
case
sir.
was in Ada County or something.
Yeah. Some woman went to freaking New York. She should have just stayed there with that shit.
Yeah.
Well, Sun Valley, that's all the people flying out of California
Yeah.
to hide from the coronavirus.
So crazy stuff, man. We don't know when it's going to end. Is it? How much worse can it get? How much worse could it get? How much worse do you think it'll get?
As far as they've gone with nothing,
It's not even started
this
yet.
could be a full blown police state kind of thing. I'm like, well, not only that, when you give up
You won't get
rights,
it back.
Yeah, 9/11. A lot of people, younger people that don't remember what life was like before 9/11. You had a lot more. You had a lot more freedom. You could do a lot more stuff. You didn't have all this Patriot Act nonsense.
Right.
The spying on everybody. Whatever we give up with this, they're going to keep.
Oh yeah, easy. And I get to a point where people are scared enough about this because of what they're doing. They're panicking enough that majority of people aren't going to say anything about it either. They're just going to go with it. It's going to be the new norm.
It's for your own good. It's for your safety.
Hey, we ran so
Trying to protect you.
You go out and you buy all the food, you buy all the toilet paper. We can't be responsible to buy that like we need to and be responsible with it. So then how long till we're like Cuba and they're doling out the freaking food for the day? You disobey them, you piss them off. Guess who doesn't eat?
Yeah, and you can't have no guns.
No.
Why you need guns. We're here to protect you. Give up those guns.
See, and to stay safe, you just stay home.
You want some food? Give up the gun.
Well, and here's
Exactly.
something that a person I talked to the other day came right up to me, and I didn't even say a word to him. The first thing out of their mouth was, "Is there anybody personally that you know that has this virus, or is it just all the people that they're telling you on the media?" All the people that Tom Hanks and this and that, right? Like they're telling you these people, but
gonna kill Tom Hanks.
does anybody know or have a family member or friends or anybody that has it?
No.
And I say no. And I asked a lot of people that. Nobody knows anybody.
Maybe this is a bigger play than what we think. Tom Hanks did release another statement yesterday. He said, "We're hanging in there, and I'm taking it one day at a time."
No, he should take 2 days at a time. What kind of nonsense is that?
Shit, take 20, please.
And he just happens to be in Australia, right? I mean,
Right.
Well, Bill Gates predicted this 4 years ago. He's been talking about it for a while. I was about to send you a video, see if you can link in your phone, but I'm not sure what video.
you don't.
That is.
Yeah,
I think
it might
that
cut
last
out.
Batman movie that had the guy with the shoot.
Oh, yeah,
The
Bane.
character, yeah.
I don't
He had a
like
mask
superhero
on, and
movies. I hate
it
them.
was all about bat. So
Mr. Wayne.
probably
The dude had a
got
great
the virus
voice, man.
there.
Okay, so anyway, basically what we got with the Wuhan is it is 0.1% of anybody under 50, which is more dangerous than the flu because the flu generally overall is 0.1%. I was not thinking too much of it until Italy good God, what's going on in
Oh,
Italy?
yeah,
It's like
Italy's-
9% of the people
wow.
dying over there.
So tell us about Italy, and then I'll jump in and tell you what I heard. So
Okay, well, you got a 9% death rate in Italy so far, almost. Ballpark area.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't correct me if it's like 9.2 or 8.
I didn't hear that number, so now my theory's blown out of the water. Thing.
So it was, it's knocking a lot of them down. But China owns a lot of businesses in Italy, and they have a lot of workers that go over there. So I don't know. That kind of threw me off, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is a bioweapon. Maybe it's geoengineered. You can target European people, African people, Asian people, whoever you want. You know, you can mix it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe, if we keep seeing that kind of kill rate, all right, we in trouble, man. This ain't good. But like I said in the last podcast, I'm convinced I already went through it.
That's what you said. You broke that to me on the phone. So
Yeah.
you were sick for like almost 2 months.
Well,
It seemed like that anyway.
It was weird because I usually don't get sick, but in November I had the flu. Come January, I got another flu, and I'm like, good grief, man, how many strains of flu is going around, right? So I had this, and I went back and looked at the podcast, and you could see where I was progressing through it, and it was weird. I had a fever for a couple days. It went away.
That's a sign.
I had shortness of breath for a couple days, but when they say shortness of breath, I don't think I had asthma as a child. I've had pneumonia before. I ain't never felt nothing like this. It was I could not breathe. I really should have went to the emergency room, but I really should have. It was bad. It was inhale, exhale every second. Short breath, I can't talk, I couldn't move. I'm like, I just sit there, and I'm like, geez, I think I'm gonna die. And then that went away, and then I had a cough, a severe cough for a couple days. I'm trying to remember this, and maybe it was.
I remember because
3 days
you
or
would
something.
talk about it and said you couldn't sleep, you couldn't lay
couldn't
down,
sleep 'cause
you
I
felt
was
like you
coughing.
felt like you were drowning, which that's a part of this.
And then I kept a cough for like a month, a hard cough. And I'm like, I ain't never felt nothing like that. I ain't never went through nothing like that. Now, maybe that wasn't, but I think it's been, this came out in December.
Hell, it works for the podcast. I'm in.
It didn't get big until, late January. I think anybody who had it at that time, if it was floating around, they just counted them off as you died from the flu.
Well, there was no test.
And they just had flu. Well, yeah, we didn't even have the what do you call it? The makeup of it to
Right.
scan for it.
Yeah.
Because China was keeping things secret for a while.
Well, yeah, and that's how long did they wait before they told the world, basically?
Yeah.
How long's it actually been out there?
Yeah.
Too long. They wouldn't let in World Health Organization or what's that other one?
CDC?
CDC.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let them in. They're like, no, you can't come in. It's like, man, let them people in. Let them see what's going on. So maybe not. If not, come on, man. I can't take 3 flus, man. I can't get another hit.
He's gonna die.
That's too much, man.
It's gonna kill him.
Something's wrong. I'm like, guys tapping me on the shoulder. Hey, bro. Something you're doing wrong.
Well, I got to go to Hawaii in a few weeks.
I don't think you're going to make it.
Shut up. I need to go.
I don't think they're going to let you.
Well,
I haven't said anything yet.
There's a bunch of kids, and I'm not, I don't care if they go on spring break or not, but
Oh, they don't care. It ain't killing them. They calling it the boomer remover.
yeah, well, I'm sure they are.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's freaking funny.
But all these kids are canceling their trips like they were all planned to go
Am I a
places for spring break, and
boomer?
no, you're more of a Gen Xer.
You're a boomer.
No, hell no.
No,
I'm
no,
a
he's
Xer.
not that old.
So we're Gen X.
All right.
What are you?
Gen X.
Gen X. Okay. Well, I get confused all the time.
But they don't care. It's like, well, even when you hear it, it's like it's killing people. 70, it's like, oh, okay, that's sad.
Yeah, boomers are all the
And
kids.
it's also
that-
killing people in their 40s. Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah. My dad actually just on Friday, he turned 70 and he was supposed to fly to Seattle for work last week. And he canceled it.
Yeah, I bet.
He said, he was starting to get concerned. I mean, you could see the look in his eyes and he's like, I'm supposed to go to Seattle this week. And I was like, it's like,
So
I don't think I'm going to.
on that note, like my job, they've implemented a thing where we wipe down everything with Clorox wipes like twice a day, which
Not a bad thing.
I really don't care. I mean, I'm all down for it anyway.
Your firearm starting to rust yet?
No, well, that's the thing is like, I wish we could wipe the firearms down because how many people handle those, you know?
Right.
But there's nothing really you can wipe down. I mean, you could wipe it down with a Clorox wipe, but you might,
Follow it up with an oil wipe.
that's what we're going to have to do. I mean,
Yeah.
so
It's going to be a pretty,
I'm okay with
pretty
it anyway.
busy day.
yeah. You know,
I
I'll
would
wipe
rather
down.
just set a box of gloves out there and say, if you want to touch a handgun, put on the
Yeah.
gloves.
I mean, we
Yeah.
should probably do that. That's probably not a bad idea.
Go through any gun you want and take the gloves off and
Mm-hmm.
get out of here.
So, but
Because that's better than wiping down everything.
we probably should wipe things down more often anyway. So it's not going to bother me.
I don't have to do anything at my work. Nothing special. I spend all day touching hands.
Okay.
Well, you're helping them with the grip. You're helping them
Yeah.
do. That's just part of it. I just.
Well, it's airborne. I mean, you can forget the touching. If you if you're in a room with somebody who's got it and they're breathing, you got it. You've been exposed to it anyway. Don't mean it's going to do anything to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tarver.
At least 80% of the people.
We're in a small
Hey,
room too.
I know.
It's over now.
Lick my eye. Great.
Nah, my son, he got a. He said he you can feel it in the back of your throat. You know,
That's where it
always
starts. Dry cough, man.
And he's like, got something. Then he had a fever for like half a day or a day, and it went away. And he never had anything.
I'll be honest with you. I've had something going on the last couple of days. I don't think it's the coronavirus because I don't have the sore throat like they've said. You know, it always comes with sore throat. I don't have a fever. I was actually feeling pretty good this morning. I haven't felt bad. Just it kind of nose is a little plugged, but I mean, it kind of went away. I mean, maybe I had it and it's not affecting
I had that same thing last few days where my nose was plugged up.
I thought it was allergies.
I think
maybe.
mine was more allergies because I have the whatever they call it, Flonase or whatever you shoot up your nose,
and it helped it.
and it helped it. And you know, I mean, I still am dealing with it a little bit, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but I'm going back to January.
Yeah.
January 5th. You
You
can
may
hear
have
me
had
on the
it.
podcast.
You may have been like the walking petri dish or something for a while.
I think a lot of people. Now, I can't prove this, and you're going to have people that's going to get crazy and all that stuff. I ain't never felt nothing like this. And there was a lot of people that got sick around that time, and they just didn't go to work. They just said it was the flu, and it was a bad flu. No, we got a bad flu going around. I don't think it was. Maybe it was. If it was, man, I stay away from me, man. I'm bad luck, man, because I can't keep.
Well, you know, we did have a few people at my job that you know, it wasn't that long ago, maybe January, February. They were kind of feeling ill and going home and stuff. But and that's used to be the norm, is if someone got sick, you'd be like, oh, well, it's going around. You know, that was what everybody would say.
Now everyone thinks they're going to die.
Now everybody's like, oh, crap, I got it. I better go get tested. You
Go
know?
home, get out of here.
Well, see, what's crazy is I had the flu in November. Now, possible that it's a back-to-back flu, that maybe you got another strain and it just hit you harder. Possible. But it was all upper respiratory, man. It brutal. But I never went to the hospital. I never went to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fall that God blessed you.
I'm all right so far.
He saved you.
Okay.
He saved you
I don't tell you, I was doing some praying.
from an impending doom. So, you know, we've talked about a lot of things here, but what do you think? Do you think this was made to affect the election year, or do you think they're just using an available emergency? Because, you know, they're using this to their benefit like
They're using the max.
crazy.
Louisiana's already talking about delaying the primaries. Let it get
Well,
worse,
I mean,
we won't have a vote.
I don't understand. I don't really know what's going on because it's never gotten to this point where they've shut down every single major sport, college, pros, whatever. Everything is shut down.
This
This is like unprecedented. This has never happened.
Let's go down the list. They canceled the Boston Marathon,
Yep.
NCAA,
Yep.
Major League Baseball,
Yep.
they've-
NHL,
NHL,
NBA,
NBA,
What else?
XFL,
What is it?
XFL.
XFL, which is like
I
the
don't
new
I don't
football
follow
league.
any of that shit. so
Better than the NFL, man.
I mean,
Okay.
even, and I'm not going to say that these guys aren't athletes, but the wrestling, the WWE or whatever,
Yeah.
those
they
guys
shut-
are
they-
athletes.
They have to be
Yeah.
to do some of the stuff they're doing, but
They shut that down.
they shut that down. I mean, no fans anyway.
So I participate in.
They shut down NASCAR.
Yeah.
Did they? Holy shit!
I mean,
we
I
were
think
talking
they're,
about
I think
that too.
are they
weren't
still
we?
racing though? There's just no fans or something.
I think they shut the. I heard on the radio. I didn't get a whole story, but they had drivers that were already on their way there, and they're telling them to go home. You know, it's crazy. I made this point the other day. I want to get it before I forget it.
Sure.
You remember? Any of y'all remember the HIV in the 80s?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
That's a death sentence, right? You got the HIV, you come out and said, I got HIV, easy, I got HIV, dead 30 days.
Yeah.
Gone, right? No cure. Rock Hudson, famous, right? Hollywood, got money. HIV, dead. You dead. There ain't no saving you in any kind of way. You gonna die in the 80s. There wasn't nothing they could do. Magic Johnson had HIV.
Yeah.
They didn't cancel basketball. He played basketball.
No, because he has money.
But he played basketball. Other people
that's
had
true,
money,
yeah.
and they dropped dead.
Yeah.
During this time when there was no cure, there was no treatment, there was nothing they could do but say, stay back or I'm going to spray you with bleach. That's all they could say.
Yeah.
They let him still play basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he played in what the Olympics
Yeah.
with
That's
HIV.
right. The dream team. Yeah, that's right. So,
And this flu that's
yeah.
not it's worse than the flu, but it's not HIV
No.
in the 80s.
No.
And they're canceling everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What gets me is
Power grab.
I don't know how it worked here in Buell, but like my kid and Kimberly there, they sent out a thing that's saying that all the parent teacher conferences were going to be over the phone.
Over the phone.
But yet my kid still goes to school and is there with all the other students and all the other people and then comes home. So what's the difference between them coming home with potentially bringing the virus?
It's because they're taking Monday off because they're trying to figure out how to be able to, the kids can still be in school and they can do it online.
They got iPads, right?
Well, no, they don't. They have Chromebooks.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to get it all set up. That's what they're trying to do on Monday. We talked about them canceling everything, and they have canceled everything. My freaking church.
Yeah.
You don't go to church no more, dude.
No.
They are more
Get outta here,
concerned.
get outta here.
They are more concerned about that than they are. And I should have brought that up on the last podcast. They are more concerned about that than they were. Keeping them safe from gunmen and active shooters. Right? They jumped on this before it was a thing.
Yeah.
Now, did the Catholic Church, because at one point the Catholic Church come out and said it's all canceled, and then they come back out and said,
someone had it in the
still open.
Vatican, and I don't know what happened there. They were canceling Easter thing or something is what I heard, but I don't know.
Easter's canceled.
No, I mean like the Catholic Church, the Vatican.
Right.
They were going to
Easter Bunny can't
Okay, so
buy
they're not
anything.
canceling Mass.
I don't know.
At first I heard that they were canceling Mass, and you're getting so much information so fast from so many different places. And then I heard some bishops come back out and said, no, it's not.
They're
And I'm
probably
like,
definitely going to shut down that deal that they do for Easter because they do that right in the square or whatever they call that.
I tell you what, they won't cancel it in the Philippines. Those cats are dedicated.
Oh yeah.
They get crucified. You ever watch that?
Oh hell, they probably had it 2 years ago, so they're probably
They
already.
literally crucify themselves.
Really?
Literally drive nails, hang on a cross. Yeah. You never seen that in the Philippines?
No, I haven't.
Them cats take it
That's,
seriously.
Well, they started.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say
They
take it
started
seriously.
canceling my ultra races all over. I mean, and we're talking and they're canceling it. Some of them because
They canceled the Hajj in Saudi Arabia.
they don't. Yeah, they're shutting down. They're canceling races that take place in state parks,
You should
in
have state parks open.
in
man.
state forests, and they're doing
Where all
it.
that fresh air is at that's going to kill you.
I got one in April, and I really don't want it to get shut down, to cancel it. I'm going anywhere. But I found this article.
Okay.
You're talking about how in the AIDS epidemic they're spraying people with bleach. Stay away.
My point was,
I know, but
back then when you got it, it was over.
But
there was nothing they
had,
could do.
You had no chance.
I had a story here.
None.
The Blue Ridge Poison Center in Charlottesville is asking people not to drink bleach to try to prevent COVID-19 infections.
And there's people out there doing
What?
it. I mean, come on, Tide Pods, there's people doing it.
It'll work.
They said that there is a lot of confusing, incomplete, and accurate information circulating about how to prevent the coronavirus from spreading, including drinking bleach, which is dangerous and could cause serious injury. And moreover, it will not prevent a coronavirus infection.
Well,
it'll kill you though. It'll fix it.
They were saying that the alcohol and hand sanitizer kills the bacteria. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And so people took that literally and just started drinking alcohol, thinking, just by drinking it was going to kill it.
These people are nuts.
That thing with them in Philippines when they're crucifying themselves. It's like it's the stigmata or something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know nothing
They go
about that
crazy.
shit.
Well,
Give me my chocolate bunny, dude.
well, no, they'll do all the stuff that Christ supposedly had to do or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're not. They're actually recreating this.
I'm like, don't you know
yeah.
Christ did that, so you don't have to do that, man.
Right. That's the
Why don't you literally climb down off the cross, man?
Get down
Come
from
on.
there.
But
Put down the railroad iron.
it's anyway. Didn't mean to get out there, but I don't know. Where do you see this going?
I thought. I mean,
it's turned into a power grab. What I see,
it is, and I was thinking of today, and I mean, I definitely, the left is taking it and using it to their fullest capacity that they can. I think they want to make Trump look bad. They want to go, and I don't know how long it's going to last. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months. How long can we go not seeing groceries in the freaking store? I mean, where's this going to go? Are we going to have groceries there next weekend? How long is it? For how long are people going to show up and snag everything that freaking shows up? I mean, people.
I don't know. You remember the ammo when the ammo
just
showed
kept
up?
going
they'd
forever.
follow the trucks, and when they showed up, they'd
I mean,
snatch up the 22 ammo.
I honestly wondering if they're just testing this to see how people react.
I think we've talked about this.
Well, sooner or later, they've already discussed nuking a city to get us in the war.
Well, yeah.
They've
And,
openly discussed that.
Well,
So
people wonder why they won't release the all the evidence about aliens existing because
look
look
at
at the way people act.
Yeah. Toilet paper.
it's insane. Well, who knows what it'll be that time? Yeah, I mean, you can't find water. You can't find toilet paper.
What is with this water thing too? Because I've got multiple taps in my house that I can open up and water comes out.
But that's the thing is people are buying up bottled water, right? Well, at my work, they're buying up water storage containers. They're buying up all the water jugs, 5-gallon, 55-gallon drums that hold water. I mean,
so people are looking at this. So
they're prepping for the worst.
so
the grid's going to shut down. You can't get water.
I was prepping before this shit was cool. I mean,
I got 10-year-old water. I don't know if it's any good.
but I mean, you know what I'm saying? So is this just people go nuts and wake up overnight? I mean,
Feel like they got to do something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, go buy you a bunch of popcorn for your Netflix and chill. Just chill. Be easy. All right.
Could you
ain't
imagine?
gonna have a spastic colon out of
All
there.
right, with all the people quarantining right now, supposedly, right?
A lot of babies coming.
Could you? No, yeah, there's going to be a lot of babies coming. But could you imagine if the internet crashed right now? You want hysteria? I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah,
mass hysteria.
So I was
It
someone
might be for the best though. They'd stop getting so
true.
damn riled up.
I was reading on Facebook, and it's on Facebook, so it's got to be true.
Okay.
But someone was saying they were in Walmart, and everyone else is grabbing all the whatever necessities that were there to grab. They saw some dude he had 4 giant boxes of Trojan condoms. That dude has a game plan there.
Did you see the one where the guy said all these people buying up toilet paper, and he had his cart full of plungers?
Yeah, I saw that.
So what are you gonna do now?
It's crazy.
You can't get food. You don't need toilet paper.
That's true.
No in, no out, buddy. That's just the way it freaking goes.
Completely lost my thought. I had a good
sorry.
one.
Was it the plungers or the condoms? I mean,
It
what
was
is,
people buying stuff, but I don't remember what it was. So anyway,
it's just. I mean, everything's gone. Everything is gone.
look at the ammo they buying. Look at the ammo.
Freaking 40 cal.
They buying all of it.
All of it.
I guess I should go buy another 1,000 rounds, but I'm like, I got a
You
few
ain't
thousand.
going to now. It's gonna be 4 months out now.
No, I actually
That's
used the
probably-
analogy the other day. This guy was looking at some ammo, and I'm like, "You better get it. It's going like toilet paper." I used to say wildfire, but no, toilet paper is actually
That's
you
how
can
it's
use that
going
now.
Yeah, I walked in the store and I had my earbud in, and there's a lot of people. And, good God, the lines! And I was like, "Oh man, this is the great toilet paper famine of 2020."
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody on the phone. And everybody started laughing. I'm like, "That's what it is, man."
Oh yeah.
toilet
they're
paper.
laughing, but they're the ones doing it. You know.
Yeah, they got all the.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have toilet paper anymore, so they're buying Bounty.
Paper towels,
Yeah,
tissues.
It's the people that are telling you, oh, you don't. Why do you need all that ammo? That are the ones buying all the toilet paper.
That's right. It's like, take your freaking toilet paper. So what do you think the end game is this? I mean,
don't know.
You think this is a test run? Do you think they're going to pull this off till it's time to vote and try to get their
I think
people
this is a
in?
major push. I don't think they're ready, but this is such a dramatic push from anything we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
That the next time
Watch out.
they're taking over.
Oh yeah.
Taking over
'Cause
because this
I think-
is madness.
Well, like we stated earlier, though, I think they've seen that they don't really have to do much. If we start eating our own,
yeah.
it's as easy.
yeah. But not only that, next time release or accident or whatever, something real that kills, 50 million people
Yeah.
in the United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah,
Shit.
you mentioned
Watch
it.
that.
You mentioned at one point, that it was set up on basic like markers that were in people that would kill certain people and not.
You can design that kind of stuff. They've been able to design that stuff down to it, almost the individual person. I mean, you can design it to this is going to kill these people, not those people.
Right.
You can narrow it down.
What about? I sent you that article in Iran. They're digging those excavating those freaking monster like pits. That they're like throwing dead people in.
See, that's another country we can't trust. Is that protesters or is that
Yeah,
coronavirus?
that's
true, yeah.
You know, hey, you got the coronavirus. Pop. In the hole you
He was
go.
holding the American flag, but pop.
Well, they have one lady in China, and you don't know if any of this is real. And I don't know if I'm being told the truth because I don't speak Mandarin. All right? I'm just looking at subtitles with this lady. I don't know what that is. Maybe not. Maybe, people just believe what they're told. But yeah, she's your feet, Dave Chappelle. I love that bit. She was talking about some old guy that was in the hospital and he was still moving his arms and legs, and they were zipping him up. And she's like, "He's not dead. He's not dead." They're like, "Oh, he's dead." It's funny, but he went to the incinerator. He got burned up.
Oh man.
That's a whole bring out your dead
Well,
type
did-
of bring out your dead.
Did you ever think
He's
about
not
this?
dead yet. Oh, he will be soon.
will be.
Whack.
Yeah. She said they zipped him up, wrapped him, and off to the incinerator he went.
Could
Yeah.
you imagine the people in Africa right now?
Hopefully
Like
he's suffocated. I
the
don't know.
the people that are like don't ever have any food and don't ever have anything. They're probably, if they were able to see what's going on right now, they're probably like, I mean,
I heard today that it
Forgot
just
how to-
hit Africa pretty good. Problem with Africa is same thing with the United States. There's no testing being done. We don't know.
yeah.
In Africa, I assume there's a whole lot less medical professional
Yeah.
taking
It's
place.
almost hard
out
to believe that something like this can have so much effect on, they've got stuff that, with all the technology. I mean, we're going to record this show on this little tiny little card, right? That you could put hours and hours of stuff onto, but you can't come up with a cure for a virus.
Well, they this is what, the third, fourth coronavirus?
Yeah.
H1N1 was a coronavirus. Bird flu was a coronavirus.
19. If it's COVID-19, my wife tells me she's
I thought that
kind of
was
in the
2019.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just
maybe.
going off. Maybe she's wrong. I'm freaking. So go on. Yours sounds more plausible to me.
Okay, so we've had these coronaviruses, and during the swine flu, which is the same thing as H1N1, different name. We had 20 million people infected, 60 million people infected, or 60 or 65, and I think 12,000 deaths. But as soon as it stopped, we stopped. Now you can't. It's like the flu; it changes each year. But you can make a coronavirus vaccine, but they just stopped. And I'm like, why? Why did you just stop? Why is China making 90%, 99% of all our medications? Everything that we need for hospitals and everything is made in China.
Yeah.
Why are they making all our medications? They can cut us off, which
Yep.
they've threatened to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're threatened to do that.
Which would be a declaration of war, a serious one. And the panic right now. Do you remember 9/11 when I was rooting too? I'm like, you need to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they cut off the medication and the news cameras would be there showing these old people getting drug out of these nursing homes, and that's because of the Chinese. We didn't have medication. man, it would be on, son.
Oh, yeah.
It
You
would
realize
be
that, I mean,
on.
that's so horrible that we're so dependent on China for that stuff.
It's
now.
insane.
It is insane.
They're the ones that created this shit.
But
Yeah.
with the last coronavirus, why didn't we start preparing for this?
Yeah.
It's been coming along. I mean, this is what, our third or fourth hit that I can
they've
remember.
had the Zika, they've had Ebola.
Oh,
they've
that was
had
scary. That was mosquitoes, man.
Yeah, mosquitoes were
Jeez.
scary. But now it's that was nothing compared to what's going on right
Well,
now.
this is all a big game, man. It wasn't what they weren't ready for it yet. They pulled it. They prepped us up and pulled us out when they needed it.
I tell you what, as much as social media, quote unquote, red pills people, it is a house on fire.
Yeah.
And you throw some gas on that thing,
This is the thing that gets me.
panic.
Is that Zika virus was supposed to be so deadly, like
Yeah.
just super, super deadly.
Well, you remember those
Didn't
kids
get
that was coming up
anything.
without brains, being born without brains? Remember that?
Yeah, but it didn't.
horrifying.
It doesn't even
Ugh.
touch what's going on with this one. And that Zika virus was supposed to be worse,
Yeah.
as far
So-
as my understanding.
So like those are all test runs.
Probably.
Kind of see, okay, we need to
Well-
go a little worse. We need to go. We failed on this. Let's fine tune
No,
this.
it's they just needed to figure out how to get the hysteria.
Right,
How the
right.
hell-
They weren't getting the hysteria that they wanted.
Social media helps a bunch.
Well, it came from mosquitoes. You remember Bill Gates with his mosquitoes? No.
Maybe not, man.
Bill Gates went over to vaccinate, quote unquote. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even remember what country it was. Some country. And anyway, he was killing like 10% of the people. He was killing them. They were
Just
getting all
from
jacked up.
vaccinations?
Yeah, they was just shooting them with these, I don't know, rusty old dirty needles, probably giving them HIV. God only knows what kind of stuff this bad man's infecting people with. So they ran off the people. They're like, y'all get out of here. Y'all killing more people than the disease was.
Right.
Bill Gates, and there's video of it where he was at a TED Talk or something. Maybe it was a Microsoft talk where he's told the crowd, I've just released mosquitoes into the crowd, and they have been genetically, we've placed in them vaccinations, and they're going to bite you. And he said, we can do this, and we can do this across countries, and we can vaccinate people whether they like it or not, basically. And then here you have the Zika. It's the same thing. So was Zika another bat? Somebody eating a damn bat? If people eating bats and monkeys and all this shit.
So you got mosquitoes that'll kill you, and then you got like ones that'll heal you.
Yeah. So if you, well, mosquitoes carry malaria, and they inject you with the yellow fever.
Yeah.
My question was always, why can't they pass HIV? Why not?
Right. Well, of course.
Because HIV is smaller
they
than
can,
yellow fever. I mean, they can do that. So if you get these insane people where we think we making a comeback, we standing up. No, man, they got magic bullets like mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, the West Nile thing from mosquitoes. I mean, how many different things come from mosquitoes?
I tell you what, I was in Louisiana. That was scary as shit.
Yeah,
You know how many mosquitoes are out there, man?
yeah.
They'll kill you with nothing. They'll just suck all your blood out.
I'm just taking all this in, man.
There's a lot of mosquitoes down there, so that was frightening during all that.
But yeah, I mean, but it didn't nearly hit the hysteria that this has.
No,
Yeah,
none of
yeah.
it ever did.
Yeah.
AIDS didn't hit this hysteria, and
Yeah.
AIDS was a 100% death sentence. 100%. Quickly. Poor Eazy-E, he had 30 days.
Yeah,
I was sitting in class today, and there was like about 20 people in there, not including me and the other guy that was teaching. So it was 22 people. And I'll be honest with you, it was in my brain enough. I'm not getting paranoid. Someone, you're like, everyone would kind of like look. I'm serious. Someone would blow their nose or sniffle. Everyone would look, dude. That's how they're getting you.
I tell you what, it works on all of us. I went to a place that I worked at, and this lady had the nerve to put a note on the door. I'm sick, enter at your own risk. And I had to go in there. I'm like, I was angry. I'm like, I ought to punch you in your freaking face. What's wrong with you? Get your ass out of here. Go home.
but on what you were saying, how long is it going to take for someone, that kid or whoever it is coughing in the class? How long is it going to take before
Somebody shoots his ass.
before somebody, they go out at recess
You kick his
and
ass.
next thing you know, they throw rocks and stuff at him.
Oh, yeah.
Stone him, whatever.
Well, the kids are gonna. I mean, the kids.
they're gonna turn.
I'll be honest with you. I was substituting over to school, and I was in. I think I had some 7th grade classes. Dude, the kids, they know what's going on. I mean, to a certain extent, I'm serious. They come in. They're 7th graders. They're all talking about the freaking coronavirus. Every last one of them.
But
And
it's not hurting them.
It's not hurting them, but I'm just saying they know about it, and so they're gonna follow lead of however their parents act,
Right.
whatever they see on social media.
Right.
I mean, that's what someone coughs. Oh shit! You freaking coronavirus! You're gonna kill someone.
Their parents are the ones out buying the TPE and stuff.
I'm serious
Yeah,
because
no,
they,
you're right.
as a kid, their age, I don't
Very
think
vulnerable.
I would have been turned on to that, but we didn't have social media either. It wasn't all over. So the last 2 days, every other story, if not all of them, freaking coronavirus,
Yeah.
coronavirus,
That's
all you hear.
coronavirus.
Fox News is canceling shows so they can do live updates of coronavirus.
One more day, 2 more dead.
They're
3
getting
more
in on
dead.
this hype, man. Get in on the hype.
Gosh,
Now,
It
who's
sells.
pushing this?
for ratings, yeah.
The left, man, the left and the media, and the left. What? Well, tell me. I don't.
Intelligence.
Go for it, dude.
Hey, come on, man.
This is the
It's
show.
population
This is the
control.
show.
They're
This
trying
is-
to turn people on each other. I mean,
Well,
they want to see what happens.
who wants to do the power grabs? Who's always wanted to be in control? Who's behind all the false flags that we've ever been a part of? CIA.
Okay. I'm not denying.
Got us into all the wars. They're all false flags. And they come out later and they laugh about it. Yeah, that was a false flag. What the hell, man? They just do it, and we fall for it every time. But we're getting hip to it. We're getting wise to it, so they keep needing bigger and bigger stuff. Yeah. Now, did they do this? I don't know. Are they taking advantage of it? Oh, hell yes.
Oh yeah.
They're taking advantage of this.
So they're doing that whole who wrote "Gullible on the Ceiling" thing.
Oh, shit, I don't know what that is.
Well, if you go up to somebody and say, "Who wrote Gullible on the Ceiling?"
And you look up?
They're going to look up,
Okay.
right? That's essentially what they're doing. I mean,
It keeps working, but they got to keep getting bigger. They got to keep doing stuff out of the box. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a city nuked. They've talked about that. Who was that with? That was with JFK, wasn't it? Some president. It was declassified. They wanted to nuke an American city to draw America into a war.
They just I don't know about
Then
that,
they
but
called it the generals. I'm like, ain't no damn generals. That's CIA, man.
well, just recently we had whoever came out and said, yeah, well, if we want to take your weapons, we got atomic bombs or whatever, and we got nukes. So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't
was
they come
that
in?
dude in California, whatever that.
Yeah, that guy got like 2 votes.
Yeah, but I mean, why wouldn't they come in and do something like that?
They don't care. They don't care.
They don't care at all.
They will. As a matter of fact, they want to do it, but they got to do it at the right time. And the feedback they're getting from America right now, man, that's all you got to do. Silent killer. Virus. It's a virus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's airborne. Ain't nothing you can do. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. You just
I'm
gotta,
not going to sleep well this evening.
gotta
You
see
did
what
this to yourself.
Just got to see what it's going to do.
Did I deserve it?
I don't know.
Crazy. So
I'm gonna sleep just fine.
anything else you guys want to add? This is kind of fun. I like this show.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
It's interesting to.
Our wild thoughts, man.
Yeah. Well, be armed and protect your homes because people are getting stupid. As a matter of fact,
Oh yeah.
It's getting crazy.
I don't have any oatmeal.
Wait, you said you had oatmeal.
No, I don't have any. I don't have nothing. Got some ammo for you though.
Well, my wife. This is how crazy it gets. We got we have like 5 big dogs,
Right.
And we buy lots of dog food, right?
You can't hardly find dog food.
We'll get this. We have lots of dog food, and I've got 5 kids, but there's 3 at home. But I got a granddaughter that we watch a lot of the time, and just everyone's over here all the time. So we go and we buy like our groceries, and then we'll go back in a week later. We'll buy like 4 or 5 bags of dog food, and we'll buy like 4 or 5 gallons of milk.
Good God, 4 or 5 bags.
I got a 140-pound dog,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a big dog.
So anyhow,
I
my
just
wife
got a pit bull. He get. I buy one at a time. Anyway, go ahead.
went into Walmart yesterday, and she just went in to get the regular stuff. Man, that's it: dog food and some milk. And she loaded up the cart, and she's leaving. She walked down the aisle, and she heard people freaking talking shit on her.
No shit.
for buying her dog food, buying 5 bags of dog food and some milk. People were like, "What the hell is she need all that shit for? You freaking hoarder!" And
I made
I'm
a
like,
joke in the
"Are you
store today,
kidding
and
me?"
I think the lady took it wrong. So
That's okay. What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Somebody was asking about toilet paper, and I made the comment like, "What the hell do people think they're doing all this?" I was talking to the manager. I'm like, "What are they doing with all this toilet paper? What are they building a defense with toilet paper?" And I didn't even think about it at the time. It was just a joke because I just walk around doing random jokes with people. And she kind of
go shopping with
I'm
you.
afraid I offended her, and I'm like, "I'm sorry. It didn't. I wasn't talking about you, but."
What are you doing with
know,
it? But really, what are you doing?
You watch
with it?
this summer.
What are you doing with this?
You watch this summer when the kids are at school and they don't got anything to do. How many houses are going to get toilet papered?
None.
That's right.
There's going to be so much. Oh, come on, man. If you had money to put in stocks, Netflix, toilet paper.
Yeah, pretty much. Bottled water.
Yeah. It's insane. I need distilled water. I bought a water distiller, and it was a stupid
I thought
move.
you said distill water. I thought you said I needed to still water, and I'm like, you're stilling water, dude? I got a freaking
I will if I
faucet.
have to.
You can have as much as you want. Just bring me some oatmeal.
No, it's and I paid like $100 for this thing. It takes like 6 hours to distill a gallon of water. I'm like, it heats up the house, electric fans go. Whirr. I'm like, this was a stupid move, man. Distilled water ain't but $1 a gallon. I'm glad I got it now.
Yeah, you make your own.
Yeah, shit.
We're gonna go over, take over your house, and make you distill us some water.
Yeah, I can do it.
He's gonna charge.
He's gonna have a
freaking-
still. He's gonna have a still that's doing water instead of like moonshine.
He's got a distillery.
I thought about that. I'm like, if I put wine in this, I could get some brandy out.
Yeah,
I could because it's a distiller. That's what it is.
yeah.
Plug it in and let
You're
it
gonna
run.
be slinging water like moonshine though.
Yeah, that takes way too long.
Well, boys, I think this was a good show.
Was it?
I liked it. We'll
don't
see.
know.
We'll see if the people like it. We'll check it out, and if they do, we will do another one, and we will have to come up with another topic.
For every like, you get one sheet of toilet paper.
One square.
Square.
Actually, one square that we're going to cut in half.
That's what I told people. I said that I went to the gun store. I said, people going to start stealing your toilet paper out the bathroom. They're like, damn it, you're right.
No, they will.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the hospital. Steal their toilet paper.
Oh, don't go there. You get the coronavirus for
I
sure.
just go in the bottom floor.
Yeah, you just stay away from that.
Yeah.
Freaking you get MRSA over there. It's okay. I think we're done. If this takes off, we'll actually get some good music and do this up all purty for the next time. So till then, talk to you later. Bye.